Okay, hi guys, Morgan Devil here, and today we are here with a Dabi X reader titled Retracing the Past. Today's story is made by Aries Chan underscore 2007. This is one of the many one-shots they have written, so if you want to support them or just check out the story in general, links will be in the description along with the art used in this video. Anyways, quick reminder, or I guess note to keep in mind during the story. Your hero name is Falcon, and you have a quirk that's like Hawks's, but with silver wings. And the reason why your guys' quirk is so similar is because you are related to the pro hero Hawks. He is your brother. And also, if you can get confused on hearing the name Keigo, Keigo Takami is Hawks' real name. So keep that in mind. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy the story, and let's get on with the video. You blasted through the night on your silver wings alongside with your brother, Keigo. While patrolling, the two of you had received an emergency call from the southwest part of Mustafu about a mall attack caused by Dabi, one of the most wanted villains in town. Keigo, motivated by some weird unknown reason, insisted that you should go with him. Despite feeling that he was such a weird person at times, he was your brother, and family sticks together through everything. Why are you so interested with that guy anyways? You asked as you cut through the sky beside Hawks. He used to date or something? Heck no, it's just the fact that we have history. In fact, you knew him too, Ian. Keigo laughed, glancing at you through the corner of his golden eyes. You huffed and flapped your wings harder, trying to get ahead of your brother. Remind me when you're finished, alright, Kei? Somehow I doubt that Dabi would care to remind me of our past. You and Hawks arrived at the scene of the crime just in time. You saw Dabi choking an innocent citizen's neck, suffocating the person slowly. Keigo landed swiftly on his legs and whistled loudly, making the villain turn around, letting go of the poor person. Dabi glanced at you, standing right behind Keigo, for a swift moment before his eyes landed on Keigo's face. An infuriating smirk plastered all over Dabi's face. Looks like the carnivores are here. What did I do to have the pleasure of meeting Hawks and the Falcon now? You know you did, Dabi. Keigo answered from his place, hand moving to pull the blade feathers off his wings as he glanced at you. Hey, go evacuate the citizens for me, will you? Sure thing. As you lifted yourself off the ground, a ball of blue flame flew right past you, hitting the opposite wall of the building. You gritted your teeth and pulled your own blade from your wings, pointing it directly at Dabi. This son of a bitch had intentionally attacked you, and in your dictionary, it meant that he was picking a fight with you. Since after the training programs, you had learned how to not be a coward and begin to end your own fights. Without needing Keigo's help this time. If this guy wanted to challenge you, you would be sure to give him the greatest fight of his life. Hawks, I guess it's my turn to beat him now. Leave us, I'll deal with this guy. Keigo flashed you a worried look before blasting off, leaving you alone with Dabi. You were ready, wings spread wide with sharp blade feathers in your hands. The only thing remaining was Dabi staring at you with an amused grin, and he made no attempt to try and activate his quirk. This arrogant action riled you up even more, thinking that he wasn't taking you seriously. "What you waiting for, Dabi?" you asked, teasingly, trying to get him to start the fight. "Scared to fight me?"
I didn't want to have to hurt your face, Falcon, but you give me no choice here.
Without any warnings, the scarred villain raised his hand and threw another ball of blue flame towards you, but it was unmatchable with your speed. You swiftly dodged it. Falcons were one of the fastest birds in the world, and with that, they reached a max speed of 240 miles per hour. Sneak attacks didn't actually work on you. Flying towards Dabi with incredible speed, you quickly slashed his forearm with your blade, so sharp that it drew blood in one try. But Dabi wasn't slow either. The moment your sharp feather touched his skin, the man grasped your exposing arm and burned it slightly, earning himself a painful hiss from you. You immediately flew higher out of Dabi's holding range, ignoring the throbbed feeling the burn was causing. Gritting your teeth, you charged once again, this time aiming straight for Dabi's throat. Needless to say, the guy was pretty shocked when he saw a flash of silver dashing through his eyes and then a sharp feeling against his neck. Chuckling, Dabi reached for your arm, squeezing it slightly.
I underestimated you, Zen and I. You're strong, Falcon.
I know, you said, still not losing your strong grip on the feather, pressing it against his scarred neck. Now, be patient. My partner will be here soon, and you'll be spending the rest of your life in jail. But you were too sure on that. With an unexpected movement, Dabi turned around and swiftly destroyed the mask that was hiding your identity. As the thing turned to ash, his captivating ocean blue eyes widened in shock as it was crashed with your angry eyes. You were so stunned about his actions, you didn't even notice that Dabi's arms snaking around your torso, pulling your body closer to his.
What, Yen?
He stammered, voice shaking with emotion.
You don't recognize me.
How the heck do you know my name? You didn't get to finish your sentence as the guy's stapled lips crashed onto yours. The kiss was much softer than you had expected from a person like himself, and somehow it had woke up something deep from inside you. The feeling of his scarred lips against your smooth ones were strange, but it wasn't uncomfortable in the slightest. In fact, it was strangely sweet, the way he pulled you in close to deepen the kiss. Dabi, with his out-of-character softness, caught you off guard immediately. You were frozen to the spot that you were standing, as that was your first kiss and you had no idea what to do. A foreign feeling rose to the surface as Dabi's hands began to wander cautiously. You could tell that he was trying to hold back his desires, even when your brain was shut off. Finally, he pulled away, leaving you breathless, and as a thin string of saliva connected your lips.
It's a fucking dream to see you again, Yen.
The guy tightened his grip on you and pulled you into a bone-crunching hug, his face buried in the crook of your neck.
You have no idea how much I missed you.
As if on cue, the furious sound of Kago flapping his wings made Dabi pull away instantly, his eyebrows furrowed with annoyance. The sound of sirens blasting in the distance snapped you out of the trance Dabi casted on you, and you pushed him away harshly. The guy stumbled on his feet. Sadness and hurt flashed through his beautiful eyes. He looked like he was trying to tell you something, but with Keigo around, he decided against it. Instead, he slipped something in your hands and disappeared just when Keigo landed right next to you, his face confused. I thought you had him. What happened? I don't know, Kei. You sighed, shoving the thing Dabi gave you in your pockets. But let's tell the press we lost him. I have a feeling that they captured perfectly what just occurred. Just as you suspected, the cameras of citizens have filmed every single moment of your strange encounter with Dabi. And the next morning, it was all over the news. Headlines of Falcon and villain Dabi getting munchy munchy, aka sweet and all that jazz, flooded the newspapers, and it drove you crazy. It didn't help that the people in your agency were just a bunch of nosy blobs, and the biggest blob of them all was your brother Hawks. I know why you're so salty now. Your brother smirked teasingly as he leaned against your work table. You're dating Dabi, huh? Shut up, Kei. He burned my mask and then kissed me. I was frozen to the spot, you know that. You groaned as you pulled another report for the piling mountain of papers that you had on your desk. Keigo let out a laugh of amusement, but there's still something else in his voice. No, seriously, I expected that. Your history together would totally lead to that outcome. You've always been fond of Dabi, if I recall correctly. Fond of him? You shrieked loudly, slamming turned hands on the table. That's the first time I met him face to face. And that's so-called history? What's that about, huh? Keigo's face suddenly turned dead serious. An unreadable expression on his features. You shivered, not from fear, but horror. The last time you saw him this scary looking was when you stole his fried chicken and got him going wild. You were scared for life that day, and never once have you tried to take his chicken away again. Man, what I'm about to tell you is top secret and 100% true. Do you trust me? No, you deadpanned, pushing your chair as far away from your brother as possible. Not with that murderous look on your face, Kei. Smart, but I mean it. It's top secret, and you're the only one who knows. This story might be weird in some places, and probably won't make any sense, but it's the truth. Do you want to hear it or not? You considered Keigo's offer for a moment. If you agree, then you would have another thing buzzing in your head, but at least you would know what was happening. On the other side, if you refused, you would be forever left in the dark. Leaning against the table, you placed your chin in your palms with a semi-seriousness. Alright, hit me. You sat nervously in your penthouse living room, hands holding a phone and a piece of paper Dabi forced you to take yesterday. It was a series of numbers written in a familiar handwriting, but your brain refused to believe the story that Keigo told you. Dabi and Toya did have some things in common. Most noticeable was their captivating blue ocean eyes. Their hairstyles were the same, despite the fact the colors were different, but anyone could dye it. If Dabi was really Toya, then he looks much worse than the last time you seen him properly, which was 10 years ago. You used to have quite a history with him, just as Keigo said. After a long moment of self-debating, you entered the number and pressed call. Anxiety rushed through your veins as you waited.
Who is this?
A masculine, deep voice answered from the other end, making your heart race. You gulped and used all of your remaining sanity to reply with a serious tone. It's me. We need to talk. The other end went silent. You weren't sure if he was offended or emotional, but you really didn't want to anger him. And you decided that it'd be best if you also go silent. And that's exactly what you did. For no moment, no one said anything until Dabi breathed out and said,
Sure. Where?
The park. You'll know where. I'll be waiting, so don't you dare stand me up. With that, you hung up, placing a hand on your heart as you let out a long sigh. What the fuck did I just do? You sat on the bench in the empty park, waiting patiently. It's been a whole hour since you arrived and the sky was getting dark. But you didn't leave. You said that you would wait, and you did just that. Just a while later, you saw a tall, slender figure walking towards you, hands holding a dark plastic bag. You tensed up immediately, your hands creeping to your wings. When you realized it was Dabi, you relaxed and scoffed. You're late.
I know. I was getting you some stuff.
Dabi sat down on the space next to you and pulled out a ice cream box.
Is it still your favorite?
You nodded, taking the box from Dabi's hand. The guy shuffled uncomfortably on his seat, eyes darting everywhere but not on your form. You tried to distract yourself by eating the ice cream, as this odd, familiar feeling rose again. The air was silent, but somehow you preferred it that way.
I guess that bastard told you, huh?
He said suddenly, voice unwavering.
Is that why you called me?
Yes. I just wanted to know if it was true. You whispered, heart slamming inside your chest. This was it. The final answer. Dabi let out a sigh, waving a hand in his thick hair.
I'm sorry, YN. I shouldn't have left like that. Not so suddenly.
You looked down, unsure on what to feel. Part of you was happy because your childhood best friend was back, but the other part of you felt betrayed. Were you really not that trustworthy for Toya to tell you a secret? Seeing your expression, Dabi let out a sad laugh and stood up, thinking that you wanted nothing to do with him anymore now, since he was a villain.
It's fine if you don't want things to get back the way it was, YY. I get it. Just next time, if you see me, forget that this conversation ever happened, alright?
Toya, wait. The way his name rolled off your tongue made Dabi come to a halt. I miss you. A grin appeared on the guy's face as he turned around, pulling you up with him. No, it was Toya now. Wrapped his arms around you and gave you a heartwarming hug, which now you hugged back. It was peaceful, having your love reunited. Letting you go, Toya leaned down and gave you a light peck on the lips.
So I guess I fulfilled my promise with you, huh?
Which one? You smiled teasingly, knowing full well which one it was. The guy laughed, saying before giving you a proper kiss.
Making you mine.
Sorry about the horrible, voices. I'm still trying to, improve them. And it's kind of hard since I'm born with I have a natural, voice like this, and it makes it kind of tough for me to go and use deeper voices. And it kind of hurts at times, so yeah. And since I have to change the voices fast, it really does hurt my vocal cords. So sorry if they do sound weird or strange at sometimes. Yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Discord, Insta, TikTok even, everything, including the story, whatever, everything is in the link in the description, including the arm, blah blah blah, credit. Thank you guys so much for watching. Morgan Devil is out. Bye.